Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk. I'm joined, as always, by my brother Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, if you
Every
just...
time I do that, dog, they actually are looking at me like, what do you want me to do?
If you just started doing jumping jacks in your living room, then you might be a host. Or it might be controlled by
Might be human.
hosts. Host flies.
Hosted.
Being hosted on.
Being hosted on. We just made up. We just made up the whole thing right now.
Admitting.
Hosting.
Guys,
Hosted on.
Today we are talking about season 4, episode 6 of the HBO original series Westworld. Very, very crazy. What were your initial thoughts on this episode? Just like before we dive into like all the intricacies of the plot points.
My initial thoughts, loved it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We totally predicted that Christina Dolores was writing narratives for people, and that she was, Dolores.
Yeah.
And writing the narratives of people in the park, and it is a park. That was actually still true. We were like, wait, that ain't making no sense right now, but it is now. It does make sense now. It's just a park for hosts to play the game, and the game is kill niggas who step out of line.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's like it's like the Westworld it's like reverse Westworld. Now the hosts are the ones who control everything. And even William says in the episode, Penny wants to be in the shot. But yeah, like William says at some point, that we pretty much conquered them in the same way that they conquered us, almost on a biblical level. So I was like, I think that we're
nearly a biblical level. Like, come on, baby, what do you want? I'm out here trying to give you what you want, baby. What else do you want?
It's funny because like one of the things I love so much about this episode is Tessa Thompson characters like sort of weird turn, because one of the great things about Good Place is they explore like the idea of like what happens when you get everything you want. Well, you get bored and then it's not really as fun anymore.
Well, what happens when you're a god?
Yeah, what happens when you essentially like
You're
not just like on a
gods
base level where it's like
I like the conversation that she had like back and forth.
Yeah,
talking about themselves as gods and like how gods clearly would just get bored and fuck around with humans and toy with them. And I'm like, you know what? I like how they're talking about it. I like how they're doing that. I like how. Wait. I don't even know if y'all could even hear me. We're just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing? I'm not even using the microphone. Like, I know they can hear me because it's probably really loud.
Yeah,
but
that's probably good enough.
But anyway,
just projects.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah. What was I even talking about?
Charlotte and her like whole like toying with all
That's
the humans
right.
with the.
Look, I like that conversation that her and Ed Harris was having.
Right.
Like it's almost like God talking to Satan, or Satan talking to God, or God and some angels having a conversation with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like. Hey, isn't it boring being us? This kind of sucks. We did all this work, but look at this. It sucks. What is it all for? Even Christina, Hale is even like, like, what are we doing here? If I'm not winning, how am I losing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how am I losing? How am I not winning? Like,
right.
She's like, torn in her success because it's not success.
Yeah, it's weird. It's that kind of like age old question, like age old saying, it's trite as it is.
like, God gives us struggle so we can appreciate the happy times. And like, as trite as those kind of like phrases are, is like, it's true. Like on a psychological level, it's like you need those hurdles so you can appreciate the good times. Because if you just have nothing but good times all the time, or if you have like that much control over everything, then something is like a little off on like how you appreciate real stuff. Ask any like billionaire. But
I'll ask one tomorrow.
And that's a good place for us to start off. Like in the first episode, beginning of the episode, Charlotte and William, they're discussing. They're having a little talk after she's controlling all the people in the city. Having this guy play pianos until his fingers bleed.
Yeah, man. This is a beautifully shot episode. I just want to say that. If you're watching this on a television of any size, of any significance, it was just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, it was really well shot, and like how it shows the like the choreography and like the intricacies of all the people when Tessa Thompson is just like telling all the people what to do. It's really, really interesting. It's really cool. I especially liked the human chair.
Yeah,
just a chair. Back.
People just falling out. And I didn't get the people falling out. Was she just making them fall out? Like, just...
I was seeing that as like, oh, they just physically hurt themselves. Because she was also telling like the story of, I forget exactly what story she was telling about. Like, man, I'm losing it now because I'm like high.
And you got a pretty steep glass of Casamigos.
Well, it's half of Casamigos, half like energy drink. I think that they were just like kind of getting hurt, but yeah, I do like this whole scene to your point. Like I really dig it. But through this conversation, we see that like Charlotte explains that they've been assigning hosts to take down these quote unquote outliers, humans that have broken their conditioning from the fly maggots control.
Yeah, it doesn't take for long, apparently. If you if you woke, you stay woke. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If you woke, you stay woke.
And it seems like
can't put no flies in my brain. I'm a real one.
I'm a real one.
Son. It ain't never gonna stop, son.
I really
you know what I'm saying? Y'all had me thinking my ex-husband was crazy, son. But he ain't crazy.
I really hope this starts this trend where people are just like if somebody says something crazy to you, it's like, hey man, no, you ain't gonna put no flies in my brain. Like,
nah, bro, I ain't. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Look, I know you want to put some flies in my brain and everything. You know what I'm saying? But you don't run shit over here. And that's just real shit, bro.
It's like flies in your brain just becomes like a clunky phrase for like being closed-minded. It's like, oh no, you got flies in your brain, son. You open your eyes.
Open up your eyes, son. All your eyes. You got flies in your brain, son. You got all them fly eyes, son. What's wrong with you, bro? And so yeah, we we open up with William eating dinner with
right. That's right. I forgot about that.
With those host people. See, we got host people because they are hosts in the park, essentially.
Yeah.
And he's like basically showing that, he hasn't become any different than what William was.
Would it be disrespectful to call the human hosts maggot brains? It would be disrespectful to Funkadelic.
That's just gross. It's not maggot. It's just nasty. I don't want to hear it. But anyway.
But yeah, sorry. Anyway.
No, I'm just saying, like, they were having, like, William he's showing that he has not changed. He hasn't evolved past or become better than his predecessor. And that's kind of disappointing, his creator.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about that dynamic? That Hale is obviously sad about not being able to enjoy her perfection, her perfect world, because she knows that there's all kinds of flaws.
Right. Yeah. I loved all of that, like her psyche kind of breaking from the cracks in her system, but also just breaking from just like like we were saying, just being able to have anything. And I liked William's whole arc because if this episode were a movie, then he would be the main character of this episode because like he has this kind of full arc where he kind of seems like he's very satisfied with the world and the work that they've done. But then like as it goes on, like you get to he ends up completely doing a 180 on how he feels about the whole world.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I don't want to bog down in that. But anyway,
no.
We got a lot of show to talk about.
Oh, that's true.
So,
Hale, she orders William to deal with the latest outlier herself. I mean,
itself. I mean, technically, Ed Harris, the Man in Black, is technically Dolores.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. He is technically Dolores. So yeah. William Dolores. He goes just as like Jay, Ashley, and other human resistance members are like showing up to the city to help this outlier named Joy escape.
They got Baby Hemsworth over there with him, you know what I'm saying, holding it down.
Famously the smallest Hemsworth.
That's what we know. That's why we call it. But first of all, y'all, he might be the oldest Hemsworth, but he's Baby Hemsworth to us. He's the smallest Hemsworth. So he always gonna be Baby Hemsworth over here, baby. And that's why we fuck with you, though.
Yeah, he's probably my favorite Hemsworth, even though he is.
You know, he could probably act better than all of them. Be honest.
Yeah, it's funny that you can say that. There's that fucking Old Spice Thor commercial that he's in. I was like, man, he's acting really well in this commercial that doesn't mean anything. But anyway, sorry. But Baby Hemsworth and the gang are breaking into the city, and William finds the woman first, though, and lets her speak for a few moments, even though he promised to Hale that he wasn't going to hesitate. He hesitates.
I swear to hell.
I swear to hell.
Boy, go to hell.
Girl, you know you need to go to hell.
Go to hell.
Let's her speak for a moment about becoming awoken to the true identity, and Joy kind of disables him. And the Jay shows up, like the guy who's with Baby Hemsworth. He shows up and he shoots William, and then they flee.
Well, I mean, you just jumped way over there to that part of the story, but okay.
I'm breaking it up into storylines rather than jumping back and forth.
Bet.
But meanwhile, Christina. Christine, sorry. She takes a call from Teddy after
it's Christina. It's Christina. And it's Christina Dolores.
Yeah, Rachel. Evan Rachel Wood.
Rachel Wood was getting in trouble at work again because she don't know how to fucking do nothing right. And then her boss catch her looking at stuff that she don't supposed to be looking at again. Porn dog. And he's like, look, baby girl. Clearly, you the only nigga who really works here. I be looking at your shit all the time. Why do you think you're gonna get away with shit when I'm not here? Why you think I'm not here? Why do you think that? I'm here all the time.
No one else works here but you and me. My job is to watch you.
I haven't seen my kids in 6 weeks. You understand? I've been watching you, girl. Shit. Quit working on this stuff. I told you I wanted somebody to die in about 2 weeks. That's the story I need.
She probably did him a favor by telling him to go home. It's like, oh, actually, I did miss my family.
It's like, actually, I haven't changed this suit in 3 episodes. You know that, right? So
I smell quite bad.
So I am ready to go home.
But Christine gets a call from Teddy in the midst of her getting grilled by her boss, and he asks her to meet him by the water. He suggests that when they meet up, he suggests to her that she is a godlike figure, and all the other citizens are kind of like under her control.
He didn't even try to even ease into it either. He was just like,
yeah.
He was like, hey, Bitch, you run shit. Bitch, you not like them. What's wrong with you? Stop. Mysterio was right. Mysterio was right.
Shout outs to Think Story. I mean, no. Shout outs to Heavy Spoiler. Wrong.
What?
Wrong
Shit. Shout out to
Hannibal Buress.
Hannibal Buress. Fuck that. Hannibal Buress. Mysterio was right.
He kind of like. What did you think of this scene where he shows her how to use her abilities and like how she controls other people? Think that was interestingly shown.
I thought, man, that's gonna be cool. Hale's gonna have to fight Dolores and
Tandy
Newton, baby.
Yeah. Now I'm breaking Maeve.
Excuse me, y'all. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it does introduce this interesting idea of what I'm going to be calling Robot Jedi. I have been calling Maeve a Robot Jedi, but now that I know that there's more than one, I'm sticking to it.
Because now there's a whole council.
Yeah, we can have a Robot Jedi council up in this
Robot Jedi council. Teddy. Yeah, but you know what's gonna happen? Oh man, I really hope they do this. I hope they do have some kind of robot council, Jedi robot council, because then Teddy won't be in it. At the end of the show, yeah. Somehow they'll find a way to make Teddy not in it.
Right.
He'll
be like Anakin in Revenge of the Sith. It's like, you know what? You're on the council, but you will not be a Jedi. Yeah. You're on the council, but you're not a master. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna start her, but I'll never play. What the fuck is that?
It's like you were here to put the fans in the seats. But yeah, after their little conversation, Charlotte goes back to work and basically gets back in trouble with her boss, pretty much immediately, because she Googles her real name, Dolores.
She Googles. You said she Googles. She searched it in her database at work, which is pretty fucking, reckless.
Right. Pretty reckless.
Why you got the shit right there for her to find? Damn, she ain't had to go through no password shit or nothing. Nigga just was about to spill all the beans. God damn.
Oh, actually, I did skip a beat because what caused one of the things that pushes her to start Googling is she Googles her old friend from college's name, Charlotte Hale, who she met up with lunch in the scene prior. That's right. She meets up with Charlotte, who is definitely not even coyly drilling her for information, trying to figure out who she's been dating and all this. But Christine uses her robot Jedi powers to make a disturbance in the restaurant.
Force.
Yeah,
she made a disturbance in the Force.
Yeah,
she had niggas mad in there. And that was
not
smart.
The hosts you're looking
it was wicked
for.
smart. But it was wicked smart, but I think she kind of gave herself away. You know what I'm saying? I think Hale kind of caught that.
Yeah, she definitely caught that for sure. She's like, okay, now I'm definitely suspicious. And also, she could have just after that there was that crash in the background, she could have been like, oh, that was crazy. Anyway, what were you saying? Who was this man that you met? So
right. Why you all of a sudden gotta go to work, bitch? I know what your schedule is.
He was like, we just got here.
I know your schedule.
Our food hasn't even arrived.
Why you trying to tell me? No.
Yeah, that was an interesting little scene. So definitely, there's definitely going to be some altercation between the two of them later. Especially after when Christine gets back to her job, she tells her boss to go fuck himself. Basically,
go fuck yourself.
Use her Jedi powers.
You fucking. I don't know. I was actually just gonna keep doing that for a minute.
You're fucking. What do you think of this actor who plays her boss? Because I'm not sure. Is he a good actor? I can't tell.
I like him.
Oh, okay. You like him? Okay. There are moments where I do and moments where I'm like, but
he's kind of playing a robot almost.
That's true. He is playing a very robot
human, but he's robot. He's robot human.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it's kind of like, part of the reveal, he's under control. He's probably one of Hale's minions just sent to watch over Christina.
Right.
Dolores
Abernathy.
I forgot her I forgot her last name until she said it. I was like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
She's
Yeah,
just gonna look up
Abernathy, yeah.
Dolores. And then she said Abernathy. I was like, oh yeah, Abernathy.
Yeah,
that is
like
her name.
it's funny that you say that because right before she said that, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, "Are you just gonna Google Dolores? Because I don't know what's gonna pop up." A bunch of
This
Dolores.
motherfucker keeps saying Google.
But yeah,
not Google nothing.
meanwhile, in William or host William goes to see real William in captivity.
Nice, dope fucking scene.
Yeah, I really like this scene. It was really, really cool. All the effects of William in stasis are jamming. And
They're jamming.
They have a nice little conversation. And
Sweet.
host Will asks human Will if the humans are infecting him, because Hale does allude that like this is some sort of virus that's infecting the host. Clearly not understanding just human emotion and psychology.
Right. Well, there's this one thing that they aren't having an equation for.
What that?
Love. Ooh, cheesy. But it's true.
It's true. It's very true. And we can kind of see that in previous episodes. And you had mentioned, like, lack of a better term, the power of love is what kept Caleb from
it's the power of love
from shooting Maeve when he was like fully under the control of like this prototype maggot brain technology. But yeah, so
maggot brain. You gonna just keep saying that, even though I said don't do that no more.
it just rolls off the tongue really well.
Now I told you that's gross.
It's a good name. Shout outs to Funkadelic.
Don't want to hear it.
That's the last time. But
he's gonna do it again, y'all.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna actively try not
again,
to.
Y'all. Watch. Put it in the comments if you do it again, y'all. Put it in the comments.
Oh man, now the pressure's on. I'm really gonna try not to. So yeah, the William kind of convinces William to that
that's clear.
To human William convinced host William to maybe to question the nature of his own reality.
Specifically says it too. He says maybe it's time you start questioning the nature of your own reality.
Yeah, they said that twice in this episode. I was like, oh man, I remember that line. Nostalgia.
It's from season 1. Why is that nostalgia?
Because it feels like it was 16 years ago now. Between COVID and then that's taken like a couple of years between some of the seasons.
Well, the first season was the longest.
Oh, was it?
Between the first and the second season, because they didn't know they was going. I guess they didn't realize they had gold on their hands. They didn't know that this was going to get another season,
right?
So they just canceled it. I mean, well, they just put it out there, and then it was like, oh, we gotta shoot all. It's gonna take us a long time to redo all that. I know it just looked like we got people out here just butt naked, and then that's just how we do things, and that's really not much of a set design. But
we threw everything away just yesterday.
It take a lot to recreate the West, and so. Yeah, but yeah. So
yeah, this is a very expensive show, and I can see how they take a lot of time to do it. I'm just saying.
What is this actress from? The actress who was this one, the actress who was.
I'm not sure. She definitely has a very striking face. I feel like I've seen her before.
Oh, I know I've seen her before. I can't remember what she was in,
but she was great. Yeah, we're talking about the host who initially we see hesitates shooting the outlier when we're getting introduced to like this whole situation with the outliers and
man, she gatted down my homeless man. He was cool, man. Homeless man was cool, man.
Yeah, it was a really touching scene where the guy was like holding up the flowers. Like, could you just tell me, is this real? Like, before you kill me, can I just know that I experienced something real in my fucking sad life?
God, so sad. But she was really pretty. She ended up killing herself later on after killing a whole bunch of people. Very good scene. Kind of reminiscent of like Psychopaths. That bitch went crazy.
Kind of reminds me of crazy people.
Kind of reminds me of crazy people.
Yeah, I do really like all this stuff in this episode because like one of the things I was thinking about toward the beginning of the episode is like there's so many shows and like movies, like Foundation or Terminator, where they or even Dune, where they hint at a robot revolution in the past. And like the story that we're dealing with now. Is like
you know what you forgot one medium in which they mentioned the robot wars.
What was that?
That's Futurama.
Oh yeah, the robot wars. Kill all humans.
And if you want to include the Gear Wars.
But no, like they like like all these other things. Like they mentioned these wars, but we've never had a show or a movie except Terminator's that one Terminator Christian Bale movie, which nobody liked, but I never saw. Like they don't spend a lot of time during the actual like takeover of the robot, like when the robots actually take over human society. And I like that we're just like in the midst now, in like the middle of the season. We're in the middle of like the robot takeover. It's just a really fun thing to watch.
It's gonna be amazing. The show's only getting better. Maeve is coming back next month. Next episode. I hope so. And it's gonna be dope. I can't wait.
Yeah, it does look like we're going back to Maeve, and I like the going back and forth between our two Jedi heroes, Maeve and Dolores. They were clearly the standout characters of the first season, and they continue to be the standout characters of the show.
Yep. Shout out to you, Tessa Thompson. You killing it. Do your thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Tessa Thompson, who I like, speaking
of... I met you one time. Really dope person. Really, really, really great. You deserve it. You killing it. Killing it.
Out here killing it. If you haven't seen Dear White People, go watch that. That's a great movie.
Sorry to bother you.
And yeah, sorry to bother you. She's killing it. She does so many great things. And like when she was in the first season, I assumed that we were never going to see her again. Like I thought that was just going to be like a bit part, but they've really grown this character way beyond my imagination. So shout out to these writers. Shout out to Tessa. Shout outs to everybody.
And shout out to you. For listening this far and listening this long, please go like, subscribe. Especially if you've listened this far, it really helps out the page if you make some comments and helps us boost this thing and keeping it going. We're never gonna stop till the wheels fall off. Hey,
we're never gonna. I told you that we gonna stop. I told you that we won't stop. Guys, thank you for listening to Drunk Banthas podcast. We try to do this every once in a while, so go ahead and leave a like and subscribe so you can get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of the internet things at Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little maggot brains. I try not to say it, but that's the only thing that came to mind. And may the force be with you.